Welcome. Thank you for watching. My name is Apostle Seth Kaburungu. Thank you for tuning in to this pre-episode number 2. Thank you for those who have been subscribing. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Maybe you're still wondering why should I subscribe. That's why I'm doing these pre-episodes. That way, I can probably end your subscription. And on this pre-episode number 2, I'm going to speak about the immigration issue. And pre-episode number 1, I spoke that every aspect of our lives has to align with the Bible, has to align with God's plan in our lives. And everybody on earth was created or was made for God's purpose. And we we did not just appear on earth by mistake. We, we are here for a purpose. We are here for a certain plan. We are here for a certain purpose. And with my episodes, we will dig through that. We will go through that. And thank you for some of you guys who have already, the ones who watched my pre-episode 1 and kind of emailing me the questions they might have. Thank you. And if uh, you still want to email me and you're wondering, okay, I have a questions about the Bible. I have a questions about, politics. I have a questions about some of the issues that are happening in the United States. I have a questions about whatever country you don't have to be an American. Whatever country you live in. I might not know much about your country, but I try my best to do research and kind of prepare myself, to get that episode. So if you have a questions, I have shared and my email address there, kaburung@gmail.com. Just email me your questions, and we will go through that. Okay, I will prepare for it, and I will come here, and we will discuss about it. Coming back to this immigration issue, my name is Apostle Seth Kaburungu, for those who don't know me. And it's one of the things, one of the sensitive topic that I will cover many times in my episodes, among other sensitive issues that we will cover here on this podcast. And um, throughout the Bible, we read so many verses, so many chapters and books about immigration. Many verses. I'm not going to cover those verses right now. This is a pre-episode that I'm giving you a glimpse of what we will talk about in the future, right? The things that we will handle here on this podcast. And one of the very good example um, that we read in the Bible, Abraham. If you read chapter 12, Genesis chapter 12, God told Abraham that I'm going to move you out of your country. You're going to go to another country that I'm going to show you, and I will do my things through you in that country. And through that country, I mean, that country that I'm going to show you, I'm going to give it to your offsprings. Now, Abraham was an old man, over 70-year-old, and did not have any child. Sarah could not get pregnant. No. And so, you're wondering, I'm sure Abraham was wondering, okay, so you're gonna, you're gonna show me a country, okay, and my offsprings will inherit this country, okay, and blah, 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 okay, whatever. Yeah. Uh, Sometimes God does things we don't understand, and we don't have to understand, really. We just have to obey. That's what Abraham did, obeyed. You don't understand it, it's fine. Just listen to him and do whatever he's telling you to do, because he has a plan, okay? He knows what he's doing. It doesn't make sense to humanity, but he knows what he's doing. Just obey and do it. That's what he did. He's like, "Oh, I'm out of here." Then he went ahead and obeyed God. But God had a purpose for his migration. Moving from his country to another country, it was not something, there was no war in his country. Okay. There was no hunger in his country. Everything was fine. He had life. Okay. And I know some of us might migrate to another country, because of wars, because of some happening in our countries that we don't like or that are danger to our life. And some just migrate to another country for, better opportunities. In Abraham's case, this was it. It was for a better opportunity. Now, this was not Abraham's plan. This was a plan from God. He did not plan to leave his country. He did not want to get out of his country. He loved it. He loved his country. But because of God's plan, he had to, because he obeyed God. And in my case, obviously, I am an immigrant. I am a naturalized citizen in America. And I migrated to the United States of America in 2007. I am from Burundi. I have not been to Burundi. By the time I'm recording this episode, I have not been to Burundi. I have not seen Burundi with my own eyes. I have been following Burundi. I have been doing things in Burundi. I have opened several churches in Burundi. Um, I have donated in many cases in many organizations in Burundi. I have been doing things in Burundi for sure. I have a family in Burundi, spiritual family and blood family, brothers and sisters and uncles and you name it. My parents fled Burundi in 1972 and they migrated to Congo because there was war in Burundi and they had to migrate to Congo. 1972, they met there, they got married, and they gave birth to all their children in Congo. I am the last born of my family. And 1996, we migrated from Congo to Tanzania. There was a war in Burundi in 1993 where they killed Melchior Ndadaye was a president by that time who only ruled the country for 3 months. And that war dragged, there was a lot of connection, um, through that war because this war, there was so many things. Something else happened in Rwanda that, it's again, it's a long history. And so 1993, and you go to 1994, another thing happened. 1995, another thing happens. 1996, another thing happened. Now I'm speaking about the war connection between Burundi, Congo, Rwanda, Uganda. So it was a mess. So we had to get out of Congo and go to Tanzania. We stayed in Tanzania for 11 years. And we migrated to the United States of America in 2007. I was born in refugee camp in Congo. All of my siblings, we were born in Congo, refugee camp, and raised in refugee camp. I was young when I migrated to United States of America. And if you are listening, watching this video, and you have not lived in a camp, be thankful. Your life might not be going the way you want. I mean, it's okay. Everybody goes through a certain phase in their lives. But be thankful that you have not gone through what refugees are going through in the camps. Some of them are still, going through that right now in Africa, Europe, Asia, whatever country, continent. And for me to come to the United States, I'm very thankful. It's like a dream come true, where a dream I did not have to begin with. All we wanted was to get out of the camp. Now, it's either to go back to Burundi, where I don't know nothing about it yet. And at that time, right now, I know a lot about it because I do follow up on the news and, with the people that live there and the church leaders that we work together in there. Life in a refugee camp, it's like living in a box, right? Where dreams shatter because you think, okay, how am I going to get out of here? You don't have a financial means to do so. I mean, you can try. Many of us did well in the camp. They established some businesses and things like that. But again, it's never like the opportunities that I have here in the United States. Some of the things that I'm doing right now, the life that I'm living right now, if you would have asked me 30 years ago, Seth, will you be this person that you are right? Did you think that you will be this person that you are right now? Did you ever think that you are going to be that person? No. My answer would have been no. And I don't think I'm going to be that person because I didn't I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It was black screen, blank. Okay. I didn't see it. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful I'm in a country where I can dream and I can have hope that what I'm dreaming might come true in the future. Because I have seen dreams shatter, you know, just like that. You know, People dream big and they have no financial means to get to that dream or you know, to even start anything, not just financial, the environment. If you live in a country where there is war every single day, every single year, I mean, it's going to be hard. Some people will succeed for sure. You know, we have a lot of successful people in Burundi right now, a lot of successful people in Tanzania, Congo, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya. We have a lot in that region, not just that region of Africa. Many regions of Middle East right now, bombs are bombing right now, exploding everywhere. But we still have successful people, in that area that are doing very well. But in my case, it's a long history that I will share with you in the future. I will share with you for sure. We will discuss about it. But coming to the United States has been a blessing to my life. And I pray and wish anyone would have an opportunity to come to the United States. Unfortunately, it does not work like that. And what saddens me is that a lot of immigrant people like me that have migrated to the United States and are now starting to insult the country, complains, whatever they're complaining about. Oh, the United States is racist. America does not like black people. America does not like Hispanic people. America does not like, you know, Asian American people, whatever, ethnic you come from. That's not true. America might have racist people, but America is not racist. Every country have every country has a racist person somewhere there. Every country has a bad person, but that does not make the country bad. I mean, we have bad people in the country, but does not make the country bad. It's like me being a bad person. Now you're gonna judge my whole family that everybody in my family is bad. No, just because I'm bad does not mean everyone else in my family is bad. No, and I'm not going to live my life according to that person who's racist towards me or who don't like me, the person who does not like me, the person who doesn't, you know, support me, or the person who doesn't like the color of my skin. Some will. Does it matter? I don't think so. And I might have people that have the same color as me that don't like me. We share the same country. They might not like me. Am I going to say Burundi is bad? Am I going to say Congo is bad? Oh, no. That person is, but not the country. There might be some white people who don't like our skin. It's okay. And there are some other black people who don't like white people, don't like Hispanics. Some Hispanics who don't like the other ethnicity. It's the world we live in, unfortunately, which is why we're here. So we can have that discussion and how can we move forward? How can we, you know, go past this? How can we go beyond this? Let me make something clear. You do not have the right, I do not have the right to be in someone else's country. If I am Burundi, if I am Burundian, I do not have a right to be in Congo. If Congo welcomes me, thank you. And I do thank Congo for giving uh, asylum to my refugee asylum to my parents in 1972, and Tanzania to welcome us, to give us a space to live in back in 1996. I'm thankful. We did not have the right to be there, but we are thankful for the opportunity they gave to us to be there. We don't have the right to be in the United States, period. But I'm thankful for the opportunity that the United States gave us to come to the United States, to migrate to the United States, to share the American dream with them, to be able to have these opportunities that we have that we did not have, that I did not have. I don't know about you, but I did not have the opportunity that I have back in Tanzania, back in Congo. I did not have these opportunities that I have. So many things that I'm able to do in the United States that I wasn't able to do back home. So I'm thankful for the United States. I'm really thankful to be here. And if we start complaining that the United States is racist, that the United States don't like immigrant people, that the United States is this and that about this migration issue, I started speaking about Abraham. Migration should be with a purpose. And if you want to move into another country for an opportunity and they give you that opportunity, okay, you better use that opportunity very well. And if you are able to come here illegally, do I pray that you stay? I do. Do I wish that you pray? Do I wish that you stay? I do. But you need to understand that you broke the law by entering the United States illegally. You already did. And if you don't stay, I mean, it is what it is. If they have to deport you back to where you come from, it is what it is. Because you already broken the law to come to the country, just like that. Every country has laws. As I said, you don't have the right to be here. I don't have the right to be here unless you are the person from here. And we can debate about this all day. Oh, United States was funded by immigrants. Every country in the world, for some reasons, the people that are occupying that country, the people that are leading that country, they came from somewhere else. I'm a Burundian, but the Hutu and Tutsi that are occupying the country, they are the vast majority. They're not from Burundi. They come from other regions. They founded Burundi for sure, but they migrated from other regions to Burundi. But they are Burundians. There was another tribe, ethnicity that was there, the Batwa, that probably they found there when these Hutu and Tutsi that migrated to Burundi in those years. They made the Batwa people in there, and they took over. Somewhere, everywhere, someone comes from somewhere. So United States is not the only country that has immigrant people, or that was funded by the immigrant people. Many countries, if not all, were funded by immigrant people. But they went ahead and made laws. So every country has certain laws that we need to abide, that we need to follow. Again, I'm not gonna go deep into this. This is as I said, it's a very sensitive issue, and we will talk about it, and I will talk about this issue many times on my episodes. I will come back to it. The opportunity you got to come to the United States does not give you the right to commit crime in the United States. If you commit crimes in the United States and you are an immigrant, you're going to be deported. If I give you the opportunity to live in my house and you start doing some stupid stuff, I'm going to get you out of my house. It's that simple. Whether you came here legally or not, we need to abide to the law. Now, as I said, do I wish that you can stay here? I do. Do I wish that, do I pray? I do pray for that. Trust me, I do. I really mean this. I mean that every immigrant person that is here in the United States, whether legally or illegally, I do pray that they stay. It's my prayer that they stay, that they are given an opportunity to stay. But it is also my prayer that these people understand the laws of the United States and abide to it. It is my prayer that you use that opportunity wisely. It's my prayer that you live well with your neighbors. It is my prayer that you understand the God's purpose for you and I in this country or whatever country you are watching me from. It's my prayer that you understand God's purpose for you in that country. Whether it is for many opportunities, business, family, politics, whatever, ministry. God uses us in many ways. Find that purpose. Follow that purpose. Pursue it. Chase it. Stick with it. Stay strong with it. But if we come here and start committing crimes and expect everything to be okay, no, it won't. It won't. It won't. It really saddened me when my fellow immigrant people, my fellow immigrant citizens in the United States, if you are watching me and you are an immigrant from whatever country you come from, and you are not happy here, let me remind you of the opportunities that you have here that you did not have in your own country to begin with. And if you think you might have so much opportunities in your country, I mean, you're welcome to leave. Welcome to go back. If you're not happy here, I mean, it's fine. I mean, we don't have to force you to stay. We don't have to force you to be happy. If things are not going the way you thought it would go, you're welcome to find another country or go back home and get those opportunities there. Some of us here can do whatever we can do. We can even insult a president in the United States and get away with it. Some of us can do that in our country. We'll be gone missing the next day. I'm not speaking missing. They kill you and they're gonna report that you've been missing. But you've been dead for days and years. Just speaking one little stupid thing about the president or whatever politician in that country, you're gone missing. Some of us here are free to express our beliefs, our opinion, without the fear of being killed or gone missing the next day. So, if you are unhappy, go ahead. But I don't think complaining is the right choice here. I don't. It's not the right choice because when you've given an opportunity and you complain about that opportunity, you're not a thankful person. You're not a grateful person. Why should God entrust you with so many other opportunities when you're complaining with the only one opportunity you have? If we are here and we start committing crimes, we start committing frauds, we start committing whatever we commit, and we want everything to be okay, no. When are we going to grow up and start being responsible for our own actions? Right? When are we going to grow up and start to realize that, okay, I do this, I have consequences? Here's my advice to my fellow immigrant Americans. Don't let that one person that hates your skin get to you. Focus on the mission. Don't let that one person that dislike you so much, if I may use the word hate. One of my followers on Facebook told me not to use the word hate because it is a strong word. Unfortunately, in some situations, hate might be the right word. If you dislike someone that much to the point you wish death upon them, that's not dislike. You hate them. That's beyond hate. If you dislike someone to the point you wish to harm them, you don't just like them. You hate them, and I don't even know if hate is the right word. I don't know. You just don't want to see them anymore on earth. You just don't want them to have life anymore. And suddenly, the world we live in, we have come to that. Many, you know, things that I see around and on the news and neighborhoods, and it's very horrible, horrifying. So don't let that one person who dislikes you because of whatever reasons get to you. Focus on the mission that you have. Focus on the purpose. Focus on the goals. Focus on the future. And if something's happening around us, immigration policies that we don't like, okay, what am I doing that might get me deported? Stop it. If you are already here illegally, I need you to understand you already broke a law. So getting deported, you have a lot of chances to be deported. But if you are here illegally, maybe you're doing something good, and I don't know. It's not up to me. It's up to the law. If the law says you can stay, you can stay. If the law says you have to be deported, it is what it is. Is it okay? It's not. Do I support it? I don't. If I was a politician, if I was a police officer, would I enforce it? I would. Because I'm enforcing the law, whether I like it or not, whether I agree with it or not. It's the law. Fortunately for me, I was able to come here legally back in 2007. But also, that does not give me the right to commit crimes. That does not give me the right to commit frauds. That does not give me the right to do something stupid that might get me deported. Because I believe for me to be here is God's purpose, and I'm still working on that. I'm still trying to figure out what does God want me to do, and I'm using every little opportunity I get to use whatever means to be able to fulfill God's purpose. I still believe that God is calling me for greater purpose than this, than what I'm already doing in our church and in the churches that I have sponsored in other countries. We still have so much to do. And that's what I'm trying to focus on. And that's what I pray that you focus on. Whatever goal you have, whatever purpose you have in business, in uh, education, ministry, family, whatever organization. Let's unite together and let's help one another. Life can be hard, I understand. Not everyone are born in, luxury homes. And some situations that force us to do things we don't want to do. Let's help one another out there. And I will cover that too in the future. How can we help those people who need help? Because I do believe some people need help. Some people that we consider bad are not bad people. They just need help. The Bible teaches us to love one another, to love our neighbors. And the neighbor that I'm talking about is that neighbor that you know, whether you like them, whether you don't like them, whether you share the same skin color, whether you don't, whether whether they are here legally or illegally, whether they are here, I don't know how they came here, whatever. We should love each other and we should support one another. But also, just as the Bible says, we need to obey God's commandment. We need to obey the country's law. We might not like every law, and that's why we're here, so we can discuss about those laws, and we will discuss many about American policies that I agree with, that I don't agree with. I'm going to give you some reasons why I don't agree with them, why I agree with them, and probably you would have some comments about it. We can have a discussion about it. That's what we do when we go to vote. We vote. That's how we make the change. The change starts with us. If you are able to vote, go to vote. If something you don't like, you don't have to commit crime just because you don't like it. You don't have to do something stupid just because you don't like the policy. Go vote. The person you vote for should align with the policies that you would like, the United States to have, in locally, statewide, countrywide. And we should not hate each other because we don't vote the same way. I don't think so. So, to finish up with this pre-episode number 2, as I said, this is a very sensitive issue that I'm gonna cover in many ways. But one thing that I want you to understand, I'm very thankful to be here in the United States. I do not regret anyhow. I don't regret anyhow. Are there things I don't like in America? I do. There are a lot of things I don't like. Are there some really good things that I like? Way a lot more than what I don't like. I love so many things about this country. So we will uncover this in upcoming episodes, where I'm going to also be sharing some videos of other podcasters like me and probably politicians and where they speak about these issues, and um, we're gonna explore the Constitution. About the immigration, probably some states, because each state they might have some different take on it. We will uncover all that. But one thing that I want you to take from this pre-episode number 2 on this immigration issue here is that every country has immigration laws that every person living in that country, whether they are citizens or not of that country, needs to obey. And if you are here legally, you do not have the right to commit crime just because you are given the opportunity to be here legally. If you are here illegally, I want you to stay, but you already committed crime by coming here illegally. And the Bible teaches me to welcome everyone. Really, we should welcome everyone. But we also need to be careful who we welcome. Unfortunately, we live in a world where not everybody is a good person. Not, I mean, if everyone was good, there was no reason for the law. There's no reason to have laws if everyone can behave well. But unfortunately, not everybody behaves well. That's why we should be careful who we welcome in the country, who we welcome in our homes. That's why we have locks on our doors, because we don't just want everybody to come in our houses. We want to know who's coming. Do they have good intentions or bad intentions? And sometimes it's hard to know. Really, it's hard. The person you might the person you think that might be good might become bad later on. They come with the good intentions and change their mind later on. So this thing, that's why I said it's very sensitive. Because some of the people who came here legally, who were given that opportunity here, later on committing more crimes than illegal people. It is the world we live in. But that does not change anything at all. It doesn't. We still have to abide to the law. We still have to obey the law. I hope you and I are going to learn something about this issue in the upcoming episodes. I really do hope that we can change some stuff here. And with you and I discussing, probably things can be um, can be changed, right? And because change starts with discussion, and once we found the common ground, and okay, we realize, okay, this should go this way, that should go that way, or this should be this should be that. Okay, I really do hope we're gonna, you know, crack this thing for the greater good. I hope so. I really do hope so. So let me ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are watching this and you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. If you are watching this on Facebook and you have not liked my page, please do follow my page. Help me to spread this. Maybe this might not be something you're interested in, but there is someone out there who's interested in this and that might benefit from this. Please do share with them this, and I do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I do appreciate that. And also in my upcoming episode, we will discuss of how can you migrate to another country. If you are in Africa, if you are in Europe, if you are in Australia, if you are anywhere, you want to go to America, you want to go to Canada. Canada's in America, by the way. You want to go to South America, you want to go to Australia, you want to go to Europe. We will talk about that, and we will uncover some ways for you to you know, migrate to um, other countries legally and with a certain purpose. Because I do believe that every country wants someone to go to that country to better themselves, not just that, also to contribute for the development of the country. Immigrant people do so much for a country. And I know you and I agree that immigrant people do a lot for this country, the US. They have contributed a lot economically, politics, religiously, in many ways. They have contributed greatly to the development of this country. I agree. You and I agree on that. So there are so many ways to go to a certain country to contribute positively to that country, not negatively, positively. And if you are here in the United States and you are not really contributing much other than crimes and breaking laws and doing whatever you're doing, well, it's not gonna end up well. It won't. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you to my next episode. Reminding you, March 17, 6 p.m. I will be hosting my very first uh, broadcast live. So I'm hoping you tune in with me that day, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So I will be live here on YouTube and also on Facebook. So yeah, tune in, share this video, and share my channel. It's a very brand new channel, as you can see. But with your help, we can get far. With your help, I know we will get far for sure. I don't, I don't have any doubts. With your help, we will go far. Yes, and with your help, guess what? We will make a positive change in the United States or in whatever country you're watching me from. We will. We will get through it. I pray that you be successful in everything that you do. I pray that the Lord will hear your prayer and answer your prayer, whatever you might be going through. It's my prayer that the Lord intervenes and come to the rescue for you. And I know I serve a big God, a God who listens, a Father who cares about us, a Father who will not abandon us, a Father who promised that He will be with us until the end of the ages, a Father who has good plans for us. Yeah, He does. He does have good plans for us. Amen to that. Yes, He does. Thank you, and God bless you. We'll see you soon.